If you're over 50 and wake up every morning with stiff joints and pain that won't go away, what I'm about to reveal might shock you. The solution isn't in expensive medications or complicated treatments. It's hidden in 7 sacred teas that tribal healers have been using for centuries to keep their elders moving freely, even in their 80s and 90s. But there's one tea among these 7 that modern science recently discovered to be so powerful, it can reduce inflammation faster than most people believe possible. And I'm going to reveal exactly which one it is at the end of this video. But before we dive into these ancient secrets, hit that like button right now, subscribe to Power of Teas, and turn on the notification bell. Because what you're about to learn could be the missing piece in your journey to pain-free living after 50. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed how your body started betraying you after 50? The knees that used to carry you everywhere now complain with every step. The hands that built your life now struggle to open a simple jar. The back that held your family together now keeps you awake at night. This isn't just aging. This is chronic inflammation slowly destroying your joints from the inside. And here's what almost nobody tells you. The foods you eat, the stress you carry, and even the water you drink are feeding this invisible fire burning in your body right now. Medical researchers have discovered that after 50, your body produces up to 40% more inflammatory compounds than it did in your 30s. Think about that for a moment. Your own body is working against you, creating chemicals that break down cartilage, stiffen joints, and turn simple movements into painful challenges. But deep in the mountains of the Himalayas, in the rainforests of the Amazon, and across the plains of Africa, tribal healers discovered something extraordinary centuries ago. They found that certain plants, when prepared correctly as teas, could stop this inflammatory process in its tracks. These weren't random discoveries. These were sacred remedies passed down through generations, tested on thousands of people, refined over hundreds of years. While modern medicine was still in its infancy, these healers were already reversing joint pain and helping their elders live active, pain-free lives well into old age. And here's the fascinating part that scientists only recently confirmed. These 7 teas work by targeting the same inflammatory pathways that expensive medications try to block, but without the dangerous side effects. They work with your body, not against it. Let me walk you through these 7 sacred teas, and pay close attention because each one builds upon the last, leading us to the most powerful discovery of all. The first sacred tea comes from the high mountains of China, where Taoist monks noticed something incredible. Elderly practitioners who drank green tea daily moved with the grace of people half their age. Modern research now shows us why. Green tea contains powerful compounds called catechins that reduce the enzymes responsible for cartilage breakdown. But here's what makes this even more interesting. The monks didn't just drink any green tea. They used a specific preparation method, steeping the leaves at exactly 175 degrees for 3 minutes. Too hot, and you destroy the beneficial compounds. Too cool, and you don't extract them properly. Studies from the University of Michigan found that people over 50 who drank 2 cups of properly prepared green tea daily experienced a 25% reduction in joint stiffness within just 3 weeks. That's not a miracle. That's the power of ancient wisdom meeting modern science. The second sacred tea takes us to the rainforests of South America, where indigenous healers have been using cat's claw tea for joint pain since before recorded history. This isn't some trendy new superfood. This is a time-tested remedy that works. Cat's claw contains unique alkaloids that directly calm the immune system's overreaction, which is often the root cause of joint inflammation. Tribal elders would drink this tea twice daily during the rainy season when joint pain typically worsened, and they remained active and pain-free. Research published in inflammation journals revealed that cat's claw can reduce inflammatory markers by up to 40% in just 8 weeks. But the tribal healers already knew this. They didn't need scientific papers to tell them what their ancestors proved through centuries of use. Now we travel to India, where Ayurvedic practitioners discovered that ginger tea wasn't just for digestion. It was a powerful weapon against the silent inflammation destroying joints from within. They called it the universal medicine because of its remarkable ability to heal so many conditions. But here's the secret most people miss. Raw ginger and properly prepared ginger tea are two completely different things in terms of potency. When you simmer fresh ginger root for 15 minutes, you activate compounds called gingerols and shogaols that are 200 times more powerful at fighting inflammation than the raw root. A groundbreaking study compared ginger tea to common pain medications and found something shocking. The ginger tea reduced pain and improved mobility just as effectively, but without the stomach damage, kidney problems, or cardiovascular risks. Imagine that. A simple tea performing as well as medications that cost hundreds of dollars. The fourth sacred tea brings us back to ancient China, where traditional medicine practitioners used white willow bark tea as their primary treatment for pain and inflammation. This wasn't superstition. This was sophisticated medicine that worked so well, it eventually became the basis for modern aspirin. But here's where it gets interesting. White willow bark tea works more slowly than aspirin, but it lasts longer and doesn't irritate your stomach. The tribal healers understood that fast isn't always better. They valued sustained relief over quick fixes. European researchers found that people with chronic joint pain who switched from aspirin to white willow bark tea experienced fewer side effects and reported feeling better overall after 3 months. The ancient healers were right all along. Tea number 5 comes from the mountains of Peru, where the Incas discovered that mullica tea had extraordinary anti-inflammatory properties. This small plant grows in harsh conditions, developing powerful protective compounds that, when consumed by humans, transfer those same protective benefits to our joints. What makes mullica tea special is its unique combination of with relieds, natural steroids that reduce inflammation without the dangerous effects of synthetic steroids. Tribal healers would prescribe this tea specifically for elders experiencing severe joint degeneration, and historical records show remarkable recovery stories. Modern analysis revealed that mullica contains compounds that actually protect cartilage cells from oxidative damage, essentially slowing down the aging process in your joints. This isn't just pain relief, this is joint preservation. The 6th sacred tea takes us to the Mediterranean, where ancient Greek physicians used rosemary tea not just as a culinary herb, but as powerful medicine. Hippocrates himself prescribed rosemary for inflammatory conditions, and now we know exactly why it worked. Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid, 2 compounds that shut down the inflammatory cascade at multiple points. Think of inflammation like a fire spreading through your joints. Most remedies try to put out the fire. Rosemary prevents the fire from starting in the first place. A fascinating study from Spain showed that elderly people who drank rosemary tea daily had significantly higher mobility scores and reported less morning stiffness than those who did not. The researchers were surprised by how effective such a simple intervention could be. But now we arrive at the 7th and most powerful tea of all. This is the one that tribal healers considered sacred. This is the tea they reserved for their most important healing ceremonies. This is the tea that modern science has confirmed to be more powerful than all the others combined, and that tea is turmeric with black pepper and ginger. Now I know what you're thinking. Turmeric isn't a secret. Everyone talks about turmeric. But here's what separates tribal wisdom from modern trends. It's not just about turmeric. It's about the precise combination and preparation that unlocks its full potential. Tribal healers in India discovered thousands of years ago that turmeric alone has limited absorption in the body. But when you combine it with black pepper and ginger, something magical happens. The black pepper contains piperine, which increases turmeric absorption by 2,000%. 2,000%. That's not a typo. The ginger adds its own anti-inflammatory power, while also improving circulation to carry these healing compounds directly to your inflamed joints. This isn't just a tea. This is a precisely engineered natural medicine that these healers perfected over countless generations. Research from multiple universities has now confirmed what the tribal healers always knew. This combination reduces inflammatory markers more effectively than many prescription medications. It reduces pain, improves flexibility, and actually helps repair damaged joint tissue. But here's the crucial part that determines whether this works for you or not. The preparation. You can't just throw turmeric powder in hot water and expect miracles. That's not how the tribal healers did it, and it's not how you should do it either. Here's the sacred preparation method. Take 1 inch of fresh turmeric root and 1 inch of fresh ginger root. Crush them slightly to release the oils. Add them to 3 cups of water with 10 whole black peppercorns. Bring to a gentle simmer and let it cook for 10 minutes. Not 5, not 15. 10 minutes is the sweet spot where you extract maximum benefits without destroying the delicate compounds. Strain it, add a teaspoon of raw honey, and drink it twice daily. Once in the morning on an empty stomach, and once in the evening before dinner. This timing isn't random. This is when your body is most receptive to absorbing and using these powerful compounds. Imagine waking up 3 weeks from now and realizing you got out of bed without that familiar shooting pain in your knees. Imagine reaching for something on a high shelf without your shoulder screaming in protest. Imagine playing with your grandchildren without worrying about your back giving out. This isn't fantasy. This is what thousands of people over 50 are experiencing right now by using these 7 sacred teas, especially that powerful turmeric ginger black pepper combination. They're not just managing pain, they're reclaiming their lives. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know that a simple tea can do what their expensive medications promise. They can't patent ancient wisdom. They can't profit from remedies that grow in your garden, but you don't need their permission to take control of your health. The tribal healers who developed these remedies understood something profound. Nature provides everything we need to heal. We just need to listen, learn, and apply their wisdom with respect and consistency. Your joints have been crying out for help. These 7 sacred teas are the answer they've been waiting for. Start with the Golden Trinity, that powerful turmeric ginger black pepper tea, and feel the difference within days. Then explore the other 6 teas, each bringing its own unique healing properties to your journey toward pain-free living after 50. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 sacred teas are you going to try first? Drop a comment below and tell me about your joint pain journey. How long have you been struggling? What have you tried that didn't work? Let's build a community of people who refuse to accept pain as an inevitable part of aging. If this video opened your eyes to the power of natural healing, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to Power of Teas and hit the notification bell, because we're just getting started. Every week, I reveal more ancient secrets that modern medicine wishes you'd never discover. Share this video with someone you love who's suffering from joint pain. This information could change their life. And remember, every cup of these sacred teas is a step toward the pain-free, active life you deserve. The secret to aging gracefully isn't hidden in a pharmacy. It's not locked away in expensive treatments. It's been here all along, waiting in nature's pharmacy, ready to heal you 1 sacred cup at a time. Your ancestors knew this truth. Now you know it too. The only question is, what will you do with this knowledge?